Welcome to the Media Outlet, where you can plug into the latest in entertainment news. My name is Jacob Hayworth, and I'm the host. Let's get started with movie news. First off, we're going to talk about what's coming out to theaters this week. First up is Spectre. It stars Daniel Craig, Christoph Waltz, he was in Django Unchained, and Ralph Fiennes, he played Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. I'm not a big fan of James Bond or Daniel Craig. I'm sorry, everybody, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. Second is the Peanuts movie. It's voiced by Kristen Chenoweth. She apparently sings. She was in Wicked and everything, and that's just going to be a throwback to my childhood of Charlie Brown. Third is Miss You Already. It stars Drew Barrymore and Toni Collette. I'm not really too sure how I feel about this film because it looked kind of boring, but I also don't really watch the trailer because it just seemed like it was like a timeline of what happens in the movie. I really hate when trailers are like that. All these films will be coming to theaters on Friday, November 6th. Next up, we're going to talk about my movie recommendation of the week, Night at the Roxbury. It's on Netflix. It stars Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan. I just saw this for the first time, surprisingly. It's based on that old Saturday Night Live skit of, the What is Love with the head bobbing. It's a pretty funny movie. I watched it with some friends. We had a good time. I had a few laughs. It's a good movie. Go check that one out. Now we're going to show the trailer for The 33. It's based on a real-life event. Let's check it out.
You lovebirds get the sonogram yet?
It's a boy.
It's a girl.
It's a boy.
It's a girl.
Congratulations on your retirement. 2 weeks and you're a free man.
Is that the only way in?
The only way in, the only way out.
How much longer?
About an hour.
We may be looking at a weakness in the mountain's internal structure.
She's an old mine.
It's my job to keep this man safe.
A serious accident just occurred at the San Jose mine.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
That's a big rock.
That's not a rock. That's the heart of the mountain. She finally broke.
And I
33 men trapped underground, and we don't even know if they're alive.
We all know how this goes. The government tells us how much they care, and they do nothing.
was over my head.
How long do they have?
There's food and water for 3 days.
Nothing at all.
I knew this place was dangerous.
Nobody's blaming you. You are my brother. We gotta pull together to get out of here.
Say something.
3 platforms are now in place specialized in deep drilling.
Será muy tarde.
A huge rock, twice the size of the Empire State Building, shifted.
We are running out of time.
It's not a question of if it falls, but when.
I'm not leaving without him.
If that is our last supper, I quit.
The last thing we need is these men dying with the whole world watching.
33 men on the ground, 300 mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and we are their only hope.
Let's get ourselves some miners. I believe we'll make it out of here because I choose to believe it. All 33 of us.
Say something.
See you, old man. Up there.
The 33 kind of reminded me of like that whole Ladder 49 film with Joaquin Phoenix and how they were trapped in the building during 9/11. But it looks really great. It's from the aspect of the miners inside, but then also some of the family members on the outside. And it's just going to show the story that you don't know from the news. And I think it's going to be a fantastic film, and Zorro is going to save everyone in the end. Now we're going to give it to Isai for his movie review of Transformers: Age of Extinction.
What's up, Media Outlet crew? This is Isai Science, and today we're going to take a look at the summer blockbuster Transformers: Age of Extinction. So in this installment of the Transformers series, Michael Bay teams up with Mark Wahlberg and a completely different cast to make a pretty terrible movie. Now, before I tell you why I dislike this movie so much, let me tell you a little bit about the storyline. Transformers Age of Extinction takes place after the Autobots and Decepticons level all of Chicago City, and all of humanity hates alien robots and see them as a threat and start a war against them. And then Mark Wahlberg for some reason stumbles upon an old semi at an abandoned movie theater which happens to be Optimus Prime, and he brings him to life, and then you're in your seat for like 2.5 more hours with a slight migraine from seeing stuff blow up for like 30 minutes at a time. Now, before I get into specific details about what really irked me about this movie, I will say the explosions and the special effects were probably the best thing about this whole entire film. Okay, let's get to the meaty-greedy and talk about why I did not like this film. Number 1, it was way too freaking long. The movie's runtime is 2 hours and 45 minutes. I feel like this movie should have been 2 hours at the most. There were so many pointless scenes and dialogue that could have been cut out in post that would have made the movie a lot more enjoyable and prevented people from walking out of the theater. Yes, I literally saw people stand up and walk out of the theater. Number 2, the movie never explains what happened to Shia LaBeouf. That has to be my biggest pet peeve about this movie. Like, how are you gonna have 3 Transformer movies and then on the 4th one completely change the main character and not even tell us what happened to him? Number 3, the script was so cheesy. There were just a few lines that I could not get over. Like, they would say their line, and 5 minutes later, instead of paying attention to the movie, I'd be sitting in my seat thinking to myself, why did that line make it into the script? And why did they put it on the big screen? Like, it was so corny. But like I said, this movie isn't completely terrible. The special effects and the fighting scenes really make up for a lot of the bad stuff in this movie. If I had to rate this movie, I'd give it 6 out of 10 stars, and I would only recommend this movie if you have a lot of spare time and if you're an action junkie and just want to see a bunch of stuff blow up. But that's all the time I have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm Isai Science, and stay plugged in to the media outlet.
Thanks, Isai, for that review. Yeah, there was a lot of explosions. That's Michael Bay for you. But I liked the original ones, like with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox better. But I still enjoyed that film in theaters, but I haven't watched it since, so I kind of agree with you, but it was entertaining nonetheless. Next up is AC's Fun Fact Pack about Quentin Tarantino.
What's up, y'all? This is AC with the Media Outlet, and here are 5 facts about Quentin Tarantino that you might not have known. Quentin's dad, Tony Tarantino, is in fact an actor. However, Quentin has made it clear that he has no relations with his father and never has had any whatsoever. Quentin says that he's only famous because they share the same last name. Fact number 2. Quentin Tarantino actually dropped out of high school when he was only 16 years old. That's right, 16 years old. In addition, he was only a freshman due to him getting held back a year in school. This explains why he's notorious for having grammatical errors and spelling mishaps throughout all of his scripts. Fact number 3. Quentin Tarantino worked in an assortment of jobs, one of which being a video store clerk. He did this until he was about 26 years old, and then he began his pursuit to be a director. Fact number 4. Quentin Tarantino has spent time in the Slammer. That's right, he's done some jail time. 3 times actually. However, it was only for unpaid parking tickets, and the maximum amount of time that he actually spent in there was about 10 days. Fact number 5. The Men in Black script was actually first proposed to Quentin Tarantino based off the success of his movie Reservoir Dogs. However, he turned it down for his own reasons. Who knows? He's a weird guy. Love you though. And there you have it. 5 facts you might not have known about Quentin Tarantino. This has been AC with the Media Outlet, so make sure you stay connected for all your latest entertainment news.
Thank you, AC, for that quick fact pack. Now we're going to head to commercials for a short break. We'll be right back with the Media Outlet. Please don't go away. Welcome back to the Media Outlet, the place for you to plug in into the latest in entertainment news. I'm Jacob Hayworth, and next up, we're going to talk about some music news. According to iTunes, the top 5 songs on their charts are number 5, Like I'm Gonna Lose You by Meghan Trainor. Number 4, X's and O's by Ellie Keane. At number 3, Hotline Bling by Drake. At number 2, Sorry by Justin Bieber. And at number 1, Hello by Adele. Adele, I'm not sure when you made this song, but man, it is a great one. It is so emotional and so beautiful, and I love it. So everyone listen to Hello. Hello. Now we're going to throw it to Erin with her album review of White Noise by Paris.
Hello everyone, my name is Erin Wilkins here with the Media Outlet, here to tell you today about one of my favorite albums, White Noise, released by the band Paris in November of 2014. I actually saw this band recently at Vans Warped Tour this year. This is the first time I've seen them, and they still send chills down my spine. The first song that I love is called St. Patrick. The song itself is about appreciating someone and falling in love, and I feel like not a lot of people can actually do that through lyrics. Here's the song, St. Patrick by Paris. It's amazing. Her voice is loud and passionate and just makes me want to dance. Next up, we have the song Fire. Do you ever just get in one of those moments where you just bicker back and forth with someone and finally they just tick you off so much that you say, that's it, I'm done, I'm so done with you. These lyrics are the aftermath of this anger and I just love them. Ooh, burn. It ignites a fire inside my soul. Okay, I seriously need to stop with these fire jokes, but seriously, that's how I feel. It's one of those songs where if someone did something awful to you, or they betrayed you, or just stabbed you in the back, you hit them with those type of lyrics. I love this song because she's not name calling, she's not cursing, she's just using strong words to represent a strong feeling. Last but not least, we have the song called Holy. I love this song because I feel like it's something everyone can relate to. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Yeah, you put on a faith facade, think you're holy when you're not. I hate to break it to you, baby, but you're simply lost. You can right all the wrongs just to feel you belong, but simply calling out sins don't bring you closer to God.
I love this song because it's a change of pace from her other songs. This one's a little bit slower, a little bit smoother, and her voice is still soothing. It's not as loud, but it's still passionate, and it's amazing. I also love this song because, like I said, I feel like it's something that people can relate to. This song is about being something that you're not, maybe something kind of condescending, and changing your persona. I love the album White Noise because it's original, it has meaning, and it's full of passion. You actually don't see that in a lot of artists today, and I feel like it's something that needs to be very important. I thought music was about originality. What happened to true artists? I understand the more music you make and the more music you sell, the more money you make, but I don't think that should defeat the purpose of actually making good, original music with meaning. I hope you take what I said into consideration and listen to this amazing album, White Noise by Paris. You just need to listen to it. Hasta la vista, my fellow brethren. This is Erin Wilkins with the Media Outlet.
Thank you, Erin, for that informative review. Now, just so everyone knows, it's Paris with a V. Weird, right? But it's a great album. They kind of sound like Paramore, but like kind of a little bit more like electronic a little bit. But yeah, I digged it completely. I digged it up like a garden. Next up, I'm going to give you my artist recommendation of the week. It's The Neighborhood. They're coming to St. Louis at the pageant on December 10th, and they're also in the running for our spring concert here at Northwest. So to vote for that, go to their Twitter page at NW_SAC to vote for what band you want to see. And because they're in the running, so I hope you vote for them. Now we're going to show the neighborhood's music video of Sweater Weather. That's a pretty great song. I like it. I jam to it as I'm walking to class. And it is also sweater weather outside. Maybe that's why I like it. Who knows? But we're going to head to break now. We'll be right back with the media outlet. Welcome back to the media outlet. I'm the host, Jacob Hayworth. We're going to get started with TV news. First off, let's talk about the TV premieres. First up is Master of None. The series premiere is on Friday, November 6th on Netflix. Agent X, series premiere on Sunday, November 8th at 9 p.m. on TNT. Flesh and Bone, series premiere on Sunday, November 8th on Starz. Sadly, I don't have Starz. I need to get that, but I don't want to pay the money. Chicago Med, series premiere on Tuesday, November 10th at 10 p.m. on NBC. Now it's time for my Netflix recommendation for the week. It is Black Mirror. It is a great show. It actually just got picked up by Netflix to create 12 more episodes. There's only 6, but they're like 45 minutes long, and it's an anthology series, so that means that every episode is new characters, a new story, so it's just like really watching a 45-minute film. And they are about the future of technology and how that can be really bad. Like one episode, there's this invention that you put in your head, and it records everything you see, and like you can always go back and look at your past memories. And that episode was wowzers, it was good. So watch Black Mirror on Netflix. Now we're going to take it to Nick for his review of How to Get Away with Murder.
Hey guys, it's Nick Herndon here, and this week I'm bringing you my review on the mega hit TV drama How to Get Away with Murder. I was a late bloomer when deciding to watch this show, as I was with other shows mega producer Shonda Rhimes produced like Grey's Anatomy and Scandal. Luckily, Netflix always has my back, because I was able to watch the entire first season of How to Get Away with Murder, and just in time for the second season, which premiered earlier this fall in September on ABC. The show stars my girl, Viola Davis, as law professor Annalise Keating. Viola recently won the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her role in the show, also making her the first black woman to receive the award.
And let me tell you something. The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity.
The show takes place in Philadelphia at Middleton University, where Matt McGorry, who plays Asher Millstone, and Alfred Enoch, who plays Wes Gibbons, with 3 of their other classmates, are wrapped up in a murder plot with their professor, Annalise Keating. As I said in my previous review of ABC's former hit drama Revenge, I love a good whodunit, and this show is definitely one of those. I also love this show because the actors' performances are so good it almost makes you as a viewer think that they're real murderers, but like I have to keep reminding myself, it's just a show. And speaking of great acting in this show, a fun fact about actor Alfred Enoch is that he's actually from the UK, and in real life he speaks with a British accent. But when portraying his character as Wes Gibbons in How to Get Away with Murder, his accent is so American he could be mistaken as being from the Midwest.
I'm just doing what you do for a client.
No, you have gone above and beyond.
Did you need something?
Yes, a favor.
Now, you may be one of those people like me that tries to hold off on watching a trendy show just to see if it lives up to the hype, but take my word for it, please don't deprive yourself any longer of watching this show. Because if the awards the professionals gave this show isn't enough for you, just take my word, this show deserves at least a 15 out of 10 stars for its nail-biting realness. But that's all the time I have today. I'm Nick Herndon, and you're plugged into the media outlet.
Thank you, Nick, for that review. I'm going to have to go to Netflix and watch that show just for you. Just for you, Nick. Now, lately we've been doing this whole I rant about what's really bothering me in the whole media business entertainment thing. So we're going to keep doing that because boy, do I have one for you today. So let's start the timer. Now, the thing that's frustrating me lately is Hulu and Hulu Plus. You know, you can watch older shows on Hulu, but then you can also pay $7.99 for Hulu Plus, but you have ads. Ads. And like, what the heck? Like, what am I paying $8 for? So I can watch the same 3 ads for, ever? Because it is the same ads every single commercial break. And it is so annoying. Like, get some variety at least. And then they feel like they can say, you know what? For just $4 more or whatever, you can have no ads at all. Like, seriously? You're going to have the $8 package with ads, and then you're going to make even more money now because of the whole raising the price thing? Like, that's just ridiculous because you know, Hulu, that people are going to pay for that because it's only $4 more. But man, it is just, I'm just so frustrated at you. You know what? Whatever, I'm done. That's all the time we have for this week. Make sure you go like our Facebook page so you can watch all of our past episodes. Make sure you also like KNWT's Facebook page so you can keep up with all of the KNWT shows. Also, like our Instagram page at KNWT8. Check back in next week to plug in for all the entertainment news. I'm Jacob Hayworth. I'll see you next week.